YouTube? Welcome back to the trucking journey. I'm Trucker Jim, and this is the episode many of you have been waiting for. Now, if you came here hoping to hear a lot of truck driving drama and name calling and insults and, well, just bad, vague information, you might want to stop this now and go to RVT's channel. That's more of his style. But I am the subject of a recent Red Viking Trucker video. I know it was confusing people. Like, is he talking about some short, pregnant girl named Jan? And I know his content's that way a lot of times. It's just, I think maybe, now he's got another nickname besides Viking, but I think more of an appropriate would be the Red Viking Trucker. Because what is this guy talking about? Well, he was talking about me. Well, first update, Red, I've lost the twins. Yeah, but I'm working on 6 tublets, baby. That was pretty awesome, right? Yeah, you will see the occasional special effects here at the Trucking Journey. I'm a little more creative than just hitting record and going live. It just don't get me that excited, guys. I like to express my creativity a little more than that. But the big question is, why the hell was Red so pissed? What did you say, Jim? I went back and watched all the videos, and okay, maybe you made a little bit of fun of him, you know, using his little branding phrases of run your face off and smash it with the Viking paw, which I did. And I might do it again, I don't know. I haven't talked to him. Hey, here comes another G&P truck, which Red and I, we work for the same company. And I'm not going to be going all negative on this, not out of respect for him, because I have less than I did, but it's the respect of the company that I work for, because in no way do I have any intention of like bringing negativity to the company that treats me extremely well. In fact, I have full support from the president of the company to make these type of videos and talk about the type of things that I talk about.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to pick it up.
I'm gonna have to finish this in the truck. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to move my location back into the truck. But where was I? Oh yeah, we were discussing what in the world did I do that hurt the Vikings' feelings so bad. And, you know, obviously they were, because, you know, he's calling me pregnant, weird looking, you know, commenting on my half beard as it is. But it was me that he was talking about, because I fly drones and I do make delicious French press coffee, and well, we work for the same company. And I don't know if there's anybody on YouTube that can make those same claims. So if it's not me, Red, you've got my number. Send me a text, give me a call, make a video about it. But I'm pretty sure it is, because I've had a lot of people reach out to me. And at first, I wasn't even going to respond, because I didn't think his petty little video even really deserved a response. But I am a creator, and well, you know, my numbers aren't quite at the level of lots of other YouTubers, like your little dog, little guy, Jake Cannell, even Vasily, and Red Viking Trucker all have more subs than me. But I tell you, there's only one reason for that. Hadn't as many click play on my first video. This may change that. So for all of you that aren't subscribed, go ahead and drop a Viking elbow on that subscribe button, because there's lots of good content, great content that's already in my library, and there's going to be some good stuff to come. But let me get into the story, because you won't get a straight story from the Viking. Here's what started it. Do you remember, like, he used to have good content that was educational and informational. And, you know, he called mine the pretty videos, which they are pretty. And I kind of described his as more educational. And we both gave plugs for the other one, you know, numerous times in previous videos. And he started getting, his content changed, and it seemed he was just, I don't know, kind of angry and frustrated more, you know, trying to have a smile but you could sense a little just hostility because he was getting hammered by the trolls. But what he calls a troll is anybody that disagrees with him. Well, they're a troll because I'm the Viking and my dog's better than yours, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So it is kind of weird and creepy. But you know, I just got where I didn't watch that much until he did that live video with a friend of mine, the 14-year-old Swift driver. I actually watched that one from start to finish, and he even gave me a little gear. So like all the troll comments, you know, you could put them in timeout, which I've never done that before. So that was pretty fun. Thanks for that experience, Red. But I think here's what started the problem. One of my goals for 2018 is I wanted to start connecting with some other YouTube truckers and other YouTube personalities. Well, just because it would be fun, chances are these people I would like get along with and hang with, maybe I can learn from, get more exposure, do the same thing for them, and it would just be overall better for the platform of YouTube and YouTube truckers and all that. And plus it would be fun. And it'd make more content for you guys to like to watch this stuff. So I plugged into a chat room that it wasn't just YouTube truckers in there, but was quite a few that Ike Stevens. All of you guys probably know Ike, had turned me on to. I personally like Ike a lot. I always enjoy the conversations I have with him, and he makes cool videos too. The Trucker Rag Chew videos and my trucking journey videos, I mean, they're not identical at all, but there's kind of some similarities to the style, so we both have an appreciation for the other's work. Well, because I'm with G&P Trucking and the Viking is, well, that made me kind of popular in that group, asking me questions about him, because none of them liked him. And I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's because he's 6'2" and 230 and they're jealous of him. That's what the Viking would, that's his explanation. But them not so much. They kind of thought he was a con man and like full of hot air. In this Zello group, which I'm not, you know, name dropping, then you know, the other YouTube truckers in there, but they were kind of busting the balls of the Viking, busting the Viking balls. And yeah, even, I mean, I wouldn't say Red Viking and I were like best buds or anything, and you know, I don't, maybe, you know, working towards a, you know, where we would call each other friends, but I was laughing because it was humorous. But as far as adding to it, talking bad about someone, being malicious in nature, that's other people's style. That's not mine. There's some good coffee made in the French press. They accused him of maybe being a bit of an over promoter of himself as far as how well he was doing at G&P Trucking. Oh, quick little thing. I know for like the RVT Nation that's watching this, you probably think the name of our company is gptruck.com. It's not. It's been around since the 1930s. gptruck.com is our website, not the name of the company. They didn't even know what .com was back in 1930 something. But if you really want to know what got the Viking butthurt in the beginning, I'll tell you. On this Zello group, I was asked a lot of questions to like validate some of the claims that the Vikings made. And as far as how well we're both doing here at G&P, I told the guys, heck, he probably is, because I'm right at that same level too, if not better than. But the biggest problem that, now in this Zello group, these weren't guys that only had 2 years experience. You know, it was 10 and 15 year type guys that had worked multiple different divisions, you know, dry van, reefer, flatbed, heavy haul, that owner ops, have their own authority, all that. And they had a problem with his coaching. And they like, you don't? And I was like, and I really didn't. I mean, it's not like stealing money from people. They go into his website, and I hadn't done his personality profile. I think if he did his own, it would come back douchebag is my feeling right now. But they go in and do all that and pay whatever it costs, I don't know, and get some one-on-one attention. If they want to pay that, I say so be it. People waste their money on a lot crazier things than that. So I've never had a problem with it, or really voice my opinion other than I don't freaking care, on any video. But their argument was, this guy's been driving 2 years. I was like, yeah, that's about right. He's worked for one company that's a regional company. I was like, well, yeah, that's about right. So he's drove to what, maybe 10 states? I was like, yeah, that's about right. So you mean to tell me he's never hooked up to a flatbed trailer or even a reefer trailer? I was like, no, probably not. He's never hauled any kind of heavy haul. I was like, no, I don't think he's done that. So what you're telling me, he's never been across I-80 before? Went through Nebraska and Wyoming when it's snowy and windy? I was like, no, we don't go there. So what you're telling me, he's never drove through the Cabbage Patch in Oregon, the Grapevine in California, or down the big mountains in Arizona? I was like, no, he hadn't done that. So what you're telling me, Trucker Jim, is he's never been to New Jersey and delivered in those tight little docks, or drove through the Bronx, or been to the Northeast in the winter and dealt with parking at truck stops up there? I was like, no, he hadn't done that. He pretty much goes from Charlotte to Atlanta, but he runs his face off while he's doing it. I was trying, to defend the guy because he's a co-worker of mine. And then they started talking about, well, YouTube claims. And then I came to the defense of the Viking in the Zello room. And I was like, he's pretty knowledgeable at that stuff. I learned some stuff from talking with him. And, then, it was a group conversation. And then, well, let me rewind. A couple of days prior to that, I get a text message of a screenshot of an Adsense payout. What Adsense is, for you guys that don't know, those little commercials you see before you see most of the YouTube videos? Well, that creator has monetized that video, and we make a fraction of a penny each time one of those videos is watched. And it adds up. And I think like the Viking's got something set up with his website too, because there's revenue generated from that. I don't know. I've been focusing on making awesome content and then gaining financial gain from it. That'll come later after I'm just amazing at it. Was my, the way I'm looking at it. But everybody's different. Well, he sent me a screenshot of his, and I was like, holy wow! That's way, way, way better than what I did. And then he called me up after that and was talking about this information and some of the things he does and some things I'm not doing. And he felt, and he called me out of concern. And that's why at the same time I feel a little bad. His panties are in a knot and he's all butt hurt, but I guess his skin is thin. But causing pain to other people is something I never set out to do. But during that, he said something to the extent of don't tell nobody about this, what I'm sharing with you. And I'm like, okay, man, no problem. Well, I let it slip into defense, and I'm not going to drop that number now, Red. I'm not going to be that disrespectful because I know you're a private Viking. But I dropped that number and I told him I seen the AdSense, and it was a higher number than I've ever had. It's a higher number than Ike has ever had. And they didn't, believe that number at first. And I was like, yeah, he sent me a screenshot of it. And then conversation went on, and ain't like all we do is damn talk about the Red Viking Trucker. But on Zello channels, your subject matters, they go from, I don't know, they're all over the map. There'll be 5 or 10 minutes about something, and then somebody will chime in on another subject, and then it goes off in another direction. And I have a Zello channel for anybody that's awesome, positive attitude, that wants to get better and wants to help other people. That's kind of how I roll. Feel free to tune into my Zello channel, which is called Trucking Journey. A lot of awesome truck drivers on there. But anyway, I don't know, a week, maybe a week and a half after that, I get a text from Red saying something about, did you share, that whole AdSense information with anybody? Like send it, share it. And I was like, no, I did not. But I may have had a couple conversations about it. And then he called me up, and boy, was he red. He was pissed about it and really talking to me like I was a piece of shit, just a betrayal person, backstabbing, vicious, malicious, bad kind of guy. And kind of caught me off guard, but I was just kind of explaining what happened. Because see, here's what happened. Some troll, I guess, in one of his press record and go live videos that he does, had mentioned something about that, and they claim they had a copy of the screenshot, which was not accurate. He got played a little bit on that by the trolls, and he hung up on me, and I hadn't talked to him since. And I don't know, a day or so later, I just decided I don't want to watch his content anymore, because I'm not a newbie. I mean, if you know nothing about nothing and want to learn a little something about truck driving, he has watched a lot of Jeffrey Like videos, so he can probably regurgitate some actual owner op information, because he's watched people that's done it. But here is the reason I'm doing this video, and Red probably hasn't watched it, but people, send him a link, because I want you to hear this part. I can handle you questioning my character, calling me a girl, I'm pregnant, making fun of my beard, making fun of my weight. He's the kind of guy you probably think like overweight people are disgusting, right? That's the kind of guy you are. You're an asshole, Red, and now the world is gonna know it. But when you made the guarantee that you've made more money than me the last 2 years, and you will for the next 3 years, I'm gonna call your bluff, Red. Put your face where your mouth is. Now, I know you probably don't know what that means. I'll say it again. Put your face, that face that you're always running off, put it where your mouth is. Let's see, this is 2018, we're getting close. Today is March 1st at time of recording. Tell you what, I'll give you 2 weeks to March 16th. Let's meet up and we will compare stubs. We work for the same company, we're supposed to run the same lanes. Let's see who runs their face off and who is the better truck driver, knows how to make more money at a great, fantastic regional company. If you guys want them, tell them Trucker Jim sent you. There'll be a link in the description box. But I will put my year-to-date income with the company up against yours. And the loser, that's right, the loser gets a whipped cream pie in the face live on YouTube. My channel, your channel, I don't care. It'll get shared around. And I'm gonna humiliate you, Red. Or you can do the same for me. How awesome would that be for a little 4'8" Trucker Jan for you to put a whipped cream pie in my face because I'm not at your level. I'm not at your league. You make more money than me. Do you accept this challenge, Red? Hit me up in the comments. Everyone, if you hadn't subscribed yet, please do. Please share this video around. I want Vasily to see it. I want Trucker Brown to see it. I want Jake Canal to see it. Oh, as a matter of fact, if you love this video, I mean, you had a good time watching it, give it a thumbs up, because Jake Canal, he approves this message. He don't know about it yet, but I just got a funny feeling you don't mind, Jay. But I will see all of you next time. But until then, be safe out there and keep on trucking.